Okay, welcome back to the channel. Last video I planned to do the whole diff swap, but got preoccupied and then ended up telling you guys a story. So this time, hopefully by the end of this video, there'll be a 1-ton diff under the back of this truck. And I also got a little surprise. I did a thing. Yeah. I mocked up my 40s under the truck. Originally planned for the 35s, but might have to make sure there's room for the 40s. I did plan a little bit to make room for bigger tires in case, and because it's a leaf spring truck, it's really easy to go taller. So maybe I'll make my brake lines a little bit taller than I need, and if I get a custom drive shaft, so I might make them a little bit, have a little bit extra slip in them than I need, so they can be a little bit longer. Don't know if I have to convince the wife or not. I just sent her pictures of it. See what happens. I might have to convince her, or I might have to talk her out of it if we get some 35s for it. I don't know. We'll have to see. Another problem with that is that 10 bolt in the front is not going to hold up to a 7,000 pound truck with 40-inch tractor tires on it. Watch the show, and we'll do some stuff. Oh man, that looks awesome. Obviously, I'd have to go up a little higher than that. And if I trim that like planned, that would fit. If I made the bumper like planned, that would fit. And then same with if I do that on the front, trim that a little bit more than it is now. Probably I want to move the front axle like 2 inches forwards, and then get rid of that when I make the bumper and have it angled. Then maybe a little higher than it is in the front, maybe 2 or 3 inches higher, and then like 6 inches higher in the rear than it is now. And she'd be a beast. She'd still fit in the garage too. So yeah, I might have to do some math on that, how high, see what the wife thinks, and maybe plans to change with this. It was going to be an on-street vehicle, but it might be a mud truck. I mean, it could still be an on-street vehicle. I just have to find a second set of wheels and tires and swap them over when I want to drive it on the street. Might be a little taller than we planned, but that looks awesome. And then they should. They'll probably stick out actually more than that with those wheels. They'll probably be there realistically. Actually, maybe not quite. Probably half the tire. Half the tire is somewhere around there. That's probably what it would look like. Yeah, the front's probably actually roughly where it would be too. So that's cool. Try the easy outs on this. It didn't work, so I've just been drilling it. The other three came out no problem. Keep burning through bits because I got cheap bits, but slowly getting through it. I really hate drilling things. It always takes forever for me. At least I've got through with like a 1/8 bit. I didn't actually check the size of it, I just grabbed one. All the way through with that, and I just gotta get through with the bigger one. I'll probably have to, I think I kind of screwed the threads a little bit, so I'll have to drill and tap this for like a slightly bigger bolt, or see if I can get a helicoil for it or something. I'm not sure. Like, all the other bolts are bent. I don't know why. I mean, I can't fathom why they'd all be bent. I don't understand. So I guess whole new set of these, and then I'll have to figure one out somehow. But yeah, this is... well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It's not important. You can run it with 3. This one, to get the drum off, was a nightmare. I had to heat it up with a torch. I don't have a big oxyacetylene torch, so I just had to use a little like map gas torch. Just put it on the hub in like 10 minutes. Kept rotating it every few minutes and beat it with my tiny hammer because I can't find my big hammer, and just popped right off. I got the e-brake cables undone, so I was able to put the drums back on. That's the whole reason I took them off. And now I'm starting to take everything else off. As you can see, I got the sway bar. I'll do the shocks, brake lines, and then U-bolts. I think that's it. Yeah. I do plan on getting new U-bolts and eventually doing U-bolt flip. Put it back to kind of square bodies used to have it, so it was round underneath, and then there's a plate on the top. And for some reason in the 90s they went this way. Not sure why. In my opinion, like it might be good, it might be better for some reason, I don't know, maybe less axle wrap or something. But for me, or maybe it's easier to get the bolts because they're at the bottom, I don't know. But for me, they're worse in every way. First reason, as you can see, those are cupped. They fill with dirt and they rust out your U-bolts. When I swapped this diff at 500,000 or 450,000 or something, yeah, it'd be probably 450,000. I blew up the 10 bolt and put the 14 bolt in. I pulled those out and they were probably like, they're normally 5/8, I think. They were like 3/8 in the middle, like somewhere like down to 1/4 inch. They were so rotted. I'm amazed that they even were holding it on. I think the rust itself was holding it on, not the bolts. So yeah, that's one of the things. The other negative of this, and why everybody swaps, especially with a 4x4, is, as you can see, they hit stuff and then they bend, and then they're no good. So they take away clearance. You can get hung up on rocks and stuff on the trail, and they wreck themselves. So if you do it upside down where it's a loop here and the bolts on the top, it's nice and safe. So I'll be doing that. This thing's ready to drop. It's back on wheels. We're just gonna boom. And now I realized an awesome thing. With me cutting all this out, I can just roll it out. See how the tires are hitting the rockers there? They won't hit there. Lots of room. I can just roll this out. It's all empty. Ready to go. Ready to try to fit that under. That one just rolled out. It was nice. This one not so much because it's a lot bigger. Here's not the issue. That's the issue. Pinion is a lot longer, so it wants to hit the ground. So I gotta have a jack on it to keep it up. It actually was up there, it fell off. And the pumpkin itself is bigger. And it's on actually slightly taller tires, I think, too. So it hits the gas tank. So I can't just roll this one in and out. I gotta drop at least one side on a jack. And it's always trouble when you want to go bigger. Stay stock as long as you can.